I am testing if I'm live on YouTube. So bear with me. I'm going to look on my YouTube app over here and see if I am live. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. I'll let you see what I'm doing. I do not want to go incognito, but anyway, see what I'm. This is so new to me. Well, and it says I'm live. Awesome. I can do lives again. I might have to pay for StreamYard. I don't have StreamYard, but might have to pay. So I'm off today, so I apologize if I am stepping on anyone else's toes, but this is a good day for me. And apparently my camera just died. So bear with me. I will fix it. Anytime I bump the stupid thing, it disconnects my source. So please bear with me. And I'm back. And I will try to keep my hands off of that now so you guys can see what I'm doing. I got some of Tim's grit mat because I had another silicone mat thing that I was using. It worked, but I wanted to see what the difference was. And this is much thinner, which is why you can put your cardstock on top of it and it not show up. So I'm glad I went ahead and bought it. I was in a group and we do Zoom because we're not yet back in person. Well, this group is multi-state, so we wouldn't really be in person. And we made this Peacekeeper. A friend named Barb taught it, and I really like it. It's tissue paper over watercolor paper. So let's see if I can get to where I can see some comments. If I go to my channel, but maybe mute it so that you guys don't get the so I can see all the people who chat if anyone comes to chat with me. And I got these cones off of Amazon. Sorry for the crinkling paper. Oh, did I just hit that thing again? Oh my goodness. Bam. Sorry, people. Sorry. I will. Let me use this other camera for the time being so that you can see it. This one doesn't disconnect itself as often. There we go. And I'll get it set so that we can, yeah, there's many things on my desk that probably shouldn't be, but there's a spot for the camera now. I got these off of Amazon and they went on a merry trip. So first they said that they were delivered, went out to the mailbox. They were not delivered to me. And then we went out of town and we see our neighbor on the ring delivering them like the next day. And so then we contacted him and asked him could he pick them back up so that they didn't lay on our porch and let people know we were out of town, right? So my plan for these is to use some Tim Holtz tinsel and circle it around and make my own Christmas tree decoration. In my house, usually there is a display of Christmas trees, and I don't even know if I'm gonna do Christmas display this year, but if I do, that one will be ready and I can add to it. So I also created for myself a Christmas journal page. I'll have quite a delay on the preview. Okay, so now, and let's see if we can make you a little further away from my page so that we can see it. And I'm going to journal here. I'm going to do some writing, but I've created this in order to do that. And I'm probably going to put my feelings about whether or not I put up a Christmas display because part of me wants to do it and part of me does not because I don't want to spend the time taking it back down. I know. So I have that. I saw Mary Beth Shaw using these tempura paint sticks, and I had to buy some because y'all know who I am. I like to collect things. And it came this way. There are neons and metallics and regular. So these are the neons and the metallics, and these are the regular. Maybe in a minute we might swatch them out or something. And then thank you, Scrap Chick, here on the YT and other places. She turned me on to the Strawberry Moon magazines. And I think we can do a flip through. Look at my camera. Let's go a little higher. Maybe we can get the whole thing in focus in the camera. So I bought two, as you know how I do. Issue 2 and issue 3 of volume 1. I didn't get issue 1. I don't know why. Just wanted to spend this amount of money. Getting the old ones, it was half off. Imagine that might be a problem if they sell out. But half off, these were $14, I believe. So let's flip through issue 2. And they're thick, and the paper appears to be the magazine, is right up there with the other art journaling magazines by Stampington. So we won't look at every single thing. Well, maybe we will. Oh, inside there's a couple of postcards. Very good. And it says Strawberry Moon Magazine, Seek Joy by Susan Early. That's the artwork. And this one is also by Susan Early, and it doesn't have a name. Thank you. Those are nice. I can use it as a place marker. Using collage papers, yada, yada, yada. If you want the moon, this I think is the cover. Yep, it is. So she's going to talk about how she did the cover. Janessa Durrani, Moon Magic. Maybe it's not fair to maybe look at the whole thing, but we can flip a little page starter idea. I like that idea. I like this. Found words. And I'm flipping it backwards. Ladies of the past. And so I'm gonna have a good time going through here, and I'm loving this page starter thing. So they're talking about moons, and I'm not into that kind of stuff. And still moons. So there are a lot of things in here. Page starters. I like that idea. So that was that one. But the thing is called Strawberry Moon, so I had to expect some. This is volume 3, I mean, issue 3, page starters. And I went to, I believe, strawberrymoon.com, and that's where you can order. She shipped very quickly, like maybe that same day. They actually sent you this as a free download, and they had it in 2 sizes, a print size and a size that was, smaller in case you just wanted to look at it and not actually print it out. And so that was the magazines. I also got from PM Artist Studios. I didn't buy it from them, but I've seen them using it. And it's US Art Supply iridescent acrylic paint. I love art supplies. I got this off of Amazon. I cannot tell you the price because I don't remember, but we're gonna take a look at it. Oh, the box lifts off. Nice. So you could choose to store them in there if you wanted. They included a color wheel, color mixing wheel. Simply select a color from the outside edge, then align it with the color on the inside. The result will be, so adding red to green, you get a brown, get an orange, so it works pretty much like you think it would. And I got sunflower yellow, blue interference, violet interference pearl, gold interference pearl, peachy gold, pink iridescent, and magic aqua, ivy green blue, wild purple blue, gold to silver iridescent, blue to gold iridescent, and blaze red gold iridescent. So those will be fun in my art journal. And some point we'll have to swatch them out. I got this die from the Greetery, and what it does, let me see if I can find it right quick and tell you what the name of it is. Yep, it is called Petite Ribbon Maker Petite Scallops. And I cut it out of gold mirror. And you can keep going on and on and on because what they sold you was ribbon paper. So it's a roll of paper. And I use a Gemini, so the roll of paper, it couldn't really like just keep rolling on through there, right? So I just chose to use cardstock. Plus, this paper is thicker than a cash register receipt, but more like paper that you would use for masking when you're painting a house. So I bought the black and the white, and first I was just gonna buy one, and then I was like, "Well, what if I really like the paper?" And then I'd have to, pay shipping again. So I bought the black and the white, and I bought this one. I bought the star one, believe it is called Star Strip, ribbon ribbon making star strip, and you saw that on my journal across the top, and I cut some off. So there that is. Also on this journal page, while I got it out, in the background, you can see this stamp from Memory Box, and it is typewriter holiday elements. And the big one is "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Went all through the house, and that story. And then these others, and I used the Believe, and I used the background stamp. I also got from Marco's. I paid a visit over the Thanksgiving weekend, and they had these in the store at 50% off. This one is called With Thanks. And so you have the base die, and you have a couple that drop into there and give you that look. And then there is Celebrate Cake. And those are all the you can do 2 layers, I believe. Yep, on top of the cake. And I have a wedding book to do, so I'm gonna cut the candles off. This embossing folder was also on sale, half off. Doodle triangles, and if you've ever been in Marco's, they might have, like, multiples of these, but only some of them have the 50% off sticker, so you better, grab it when you see it. And I got fresh fresh I'm not gonna be able to say it, fresh balsam, tart cranberry, and winter frost mica stains. From Simon Says Stamp, I got an order in, and it had this really nice freebie. And I should say there was also a really nice freebie in with my greetery stamps. I haven't cut it yet, but I did buy more of those ribbon dies. And this one is called Small Stripes. And then this one's bigger. And I haven't cut either of those yet. And this one is Large Scallops. And they had a Christmas tag maker. And I don't know why I'm really in love with these, because I give very few actual gifts. It's mostly gift cards. But you can make to and from tags, a set of 4. You can either use those sentiments or those sentiments, and on the back you can put the to and from, and I believe on their website they have a tutorial. But I'm sure they do on YouTube. And so this was the freebie, and it is a stencil, a die, and a stamp. So that's a good deal as a freebie, right? Very generous there on the greetery. And it came in this really nice zip bag, so I can keep all those ribbon die things together in the bag. And this was the white, putting it in the bag as well. Let's see. Off of Amazon, I got these 4 stamps as a set. And I think they were between $10 and $15 for 4 sets of stamps. And this is probably like a 4x6 set of stamps. Nice. On Simon Says, I wanted to try Altenews' new way of doing craft the flowers. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, some of them have keyholes in the middle, and some of them have arrows. So all you have to do is line those babies up. No more needing to think about it. Line them up. The only thing you probably have to think about it is in which order you stack them. They're two when I was on Simon Says, all of their products were 15% off, so I thought I would try their little ruler, um, at 15% off. Okay. And I bought this embossing folder that comes with the flowers. Real happy so far with it. I mean, I haven't actually used it, but it's gonna be beautiful. It comes with all those dies that you can cut out all those flowers. Mhm. So this was the tinsel that I wanna wrap around a tree from Tim Holtz. I got that at Marco's while I was there. Yep. From Simon Says, I got this one. It comes with the die, embossing folder, Terrace Floral, and this has been used on some of my Christmas cards. It's Colorado Crafts. It is called it's got coordinating dies. I might have to look at that. Quick Cards, large. And you can do the Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, merry and bright. We wish you a merry, have a merry, may your days be. So, and also at Marco's, but I've already opened it. This was half off for the Halloween people, and I don't see scary Halloween stuff on here, so I'm just gonna use them like I normally would. And if there's some in there, well, I guess I'll find them. I guess I'll find them as I'm using them. I think that's a lot of the stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to put my um jelly plates in the storage tins. So while I was at Marco's, the rest of the store was 30% off. So I got two of these. And nope, that's paper. So I think that's all the hauls I've got. So put all these over in the bin next to me. What I really want to do is work out one of these if this is going to work like I think. So I don't know if I should start at the top and work my way to the bottom. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to want to do. And I'm going to use a combination of hot glue and probably some diamond glaze. Make sure it stays good. So let me grab my hot glue and I'll be right back. So this is a Sure Binder. And I'm going to plug it up. And then we're going to need to give it a few minutes to heat up. Some extra glue sticks. I'm almost to the point where I need one. And I'm going to need, I'm thinking maybe I'll go. Nope, I'm going to go with the diamond glaze after. Because I can stick it in there because I don't see it right here. Let me grab it as well. Are you? Or maybe glossy accents. Maybe, or maybe, who knows? Be right back. Can't seem to find my glossy accent because it's right in my front of my freaking face and not where I normally keep it. So, still not hot enough yet. So, do you guys make IPM Artist Studio? Do you guys make a Christmas craft? I try to make an ornament or something. Someone else is joining me besides me. And this thing gets hot enough, maybe I can get going. Yep. Somewhere in my studio is one of those silicone fingers so that I don't burn myself. But of course, do I know where it is? No. So we'll just carry on. Try to hold. Yeah, I need to put this on my right hand side. I'm always watching videos going, why do people have it on the wrong side? Because they didn't think far enough in advance. Oh, so you order, PM Studio says that they order from Etsy. Yeah, well, I spend all this money on craft supplies, so but yeah, I bet there's some gorgeous ones on Etsy. Seems to be working out pretty good. And I'll stick the glossy accents in there. Or maybe I better stick and do a little of both. And I'll let that run down and we'll just catch it as we go. Because it doesn't, glossy accent doesn't dry that quickly. And that'll be our thing that we know it will stay. Beano coming loose. I might get enough with Tim's tinsel because I don't know how long it is. Awesome that you made cards. I make cards every year. It's so tedious when you make a bunch. So how many did you make? I've been trying to do live forever. Is it by any chance buffering or anything? Oh, the ones with the ornaments with custom names. I could see that. And then do they also have like the year on the ornament so that you know what year? Or do you not buy for the same people every year?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Not talking to you, Siri. So you can see how this is going to go. So I have finally maybe worked out being able to go live because I used to try and it just wouldn't work. It would buffer and just be terrible. So that was no fun for anybody, least of all me. And then this can sit in my forest of trees. And it will be one I've actually made. I don't think there are any in my forest of trees that I have actually made. I am not using my phone. I have a overhead camera that is used. It only cost me like 50 bucks off of Amazon during the pandemic. A lot of teachers were using them so that they could present. And it's connected to my laptop. I did uh, early in the broadcast, I kept getting knocked off, but not with that camera. So I also use the software ManyCam or ManyCam, and I switched cameras because this one gets close up really well, whereas the one that I have above my head, it's not really as it doesn't do the close-ups as nicely as this does. I imagine this was designed for close-ups so that the teachers could show what they were teaching. I'm about to run out of my bead of diamond glaze, so I'm gonna put another bead of diamond glaze, and hopefully I'll be able to keep my hand out of it. Probably won't happen. Yep, and it's running off. So I'm gonna dab up some of it. Let's try and keep our hands out of the diamond glaze. And that's basically it. I don't know if I will do any other decorations. So PM Artist Studio says she has 3 different Logitechs, but recently started using my iPhone. Okay. So I think this is Mariah that I'm talking to. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I have some Logitechs too, but I'm not using them. I don't use them anymore. The main camera that I normally use, that you normally would see on my videos, is an actual video camera from a Panasonic, I believe, that I got years ago when I had this pipe dream of actually making money on YouTube. Haha, gave that one up. It's looking pretty good. Might be able to get 2 out of this tinsel. Thank you, Tim. I didn't think there would be that much on that in his package, but apparently there is. The hot glue makes quick work of this, and the diamond glaze will make sure it's permanent because we store our Christmas decorations in the garage and it's not heated. So that could be a problem for the hot glue. Thank you. Yep, recording for YouTube and making money at it is a lot of work. And I still have a full-time job. I just happen to be off today. So I was like, let's try it one more time to go live and see if you can make it work. And StreamYard is the reason I think that I can make this work. Don't think, because I'm using the same computer, same internet service that I had been using when I tried it a while ago. And I don't know if you were here when I showed that I got the iridescent paint set that I heard about from you guys, PM Artist Studios. So you use Streamlabs desktop. Your videos look really professional, I must say, and being able to switch around and everything, so nice. I took that into my lap, so I knew you guys weren't seeing what I was doing. Do you guys have a referral code for Streamlabs? So since you're telling me about it, if I look into it and decide to get it, you guys should get credit if they do that sort of thing. Okay, so they're not that cool. All right. I like to give credit where credit's due if I can remember. coming down to the wire. We just some idea. He also has green. Tim has the green pencil. Combining with an idea. Hello? Can you hear me now? I just switched to something different for audio. Hopefully now you can hear me. Let me know. Great. I switched audio sources. Who knows? See, this is probably again why I don't go live. Because there's always a something. Okay, now I'm going to be able to cut you soon. And it'll be done. Simple, 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 simple. Put that at the back. And that's it. 2022's Christmas decoration has been made. And maybe I'll find a star somewhere that I can use to stick on the top. I did make, nope, they're upstairs. I did make some origami Christmas trees that I gave away at a Christmas dinner, and there was one left, so I actually ended up getting to keep one. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yay. Should probably find that in and put some diamond glaze. Think I will. There we go. And that will hold everything. Started it with diamond glaze, ended it with diamond glaze. I see some bare spots, but maybe there'll be some ornaments of something. I don't know. Would have to just be little balls of something. That's that. Set him aside to dry. Now, because I am who I am, I want to swatch these babies. See how I like them. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. especially since I didn't plan it and I didn't tell anybody. I just went to see if it would work, and now I know it will. And I have to switch to the right audio. Seal up that diamond glaze. So this is gold interference pearl. So the interference, they usually like something dark. Do I have anything dark in this journal that I don't really like? Not too bad. We'll stay here and see what happens. Careful putting this back. This is gold interference pearl. I really wanted something that was more flat. Yep, here we go. I'll keep them in order and go across the page that way. Where did I get the paint? I got the paint. Thank you for joining SG Studio Crafts from Amazon. It's US Art Crafts Interference Paint Set. Okay. This one is Red Interference. Probably would work better on a piece of black. And I have a piece of black. We can put it on as well. So I'm gonna go back and get some of that other. So this is the red. And I'm gonna pick up some of this gold, but it's mixed with the blue that's on my paper. So I don't know that that's gonna be a fair swatch. So I will get just a little bit of it. And then we can get a real representation of it without the blue. We'll wipe the blue off of my, what is this? Catalyst tool. And this one is violet. I see the violet right away. This one is blue. Wipe off my catalyst tool. I see the blue right away. And the camera is really picking up the blue and all of the interference colors on this black. Nice. sunflower iridescent. Kind of a orange on the black, but I can see yellow in my composition book. And pearly gold pink. I can get the little foil thing off of it. The tab has kind of molded into the screw works. There we go. I think this set was like 30-ish dollars. This one is Magic Aqua Violet. Yeah, I can see the magic on the black. What are you going to look like over here? Just aqua. You guys can't see on the composition book, but I can see the color. At least my camera's not showing that you can see it. If you do not have a green, I'm curious whether the blue and yellow will blend well. We'll give that a shot. This one, I didn't say what it was. Ivy green blue iridescent. This one shows up for the camera. Let's try that blue and green mix. So I'm gonna clean off my catalyst tool. Grab the yellow and put a little bit. Grab this aqua. Pretty sure the aqua's gonna go. You get a more yellow aqua. And it does look different from that one. This one is wild purple blue iridescent. Cleaning it off. And I laid that in the wet paint, so trying to get it off too. You see how different it is from this one. It's different. You are gold to silver iridescent. Pretty much just see gold. Blue to gold. See the blue and the gold. And blaze red, gold, iridescent. Last one. Definitely goes to the gold. But I can see I can see orange over here, even though it says blaze red. It's not really a red. But those were fun. Those will be fun to use. The gold seems to have an antiquing look on the composition paper, but not on the black. Is that right? Or is it just the way the light is hitting the camera? Well, here it is. Here are the things on the black. And let's hold up the composition paper and move it around some. So most of these are like an iridescent, so you really need them. You know, there'll be two different colors. Something different on this and something different on the dark. They're going to be fun, I'm sure, on the jelly plate. I showed these earlier, some tempera paint sticks. And let's see what they look like. Because there is a neon and the metallic set. That's the ones I want to see. And do these have color names? If they do, it's eluding me. See the metallic on the black? I can see the color and the shimmer. And I think these will wet with some water. Let's find a paintbrush. And we're going to squirt out a little water over here. Move my trees. They do seem to dissolve a little bit with the water. But there was all kind of stuff on this composition paper. Let's find a piece of cardboard. Why not? Yeah, they move, but not a lot. Yeah, and the embossed panel will be gorgeous. Mary Beth Shaw was using them, of course, with stencils. So I'm pretty sure they'll be fun that way as well. That one is especially pretty. And it's not that I'm like a fan of green. My favorite color is red. So the opposite, silver. You can see more shimmer there, but not a whole lot of color. These are the neons, and I think they are neon. Come down some with the camera. The neon orange is very sheer. Let's see, neon blue. I can see it a little different than the camera's picking up. That's kind of the way I'm seeing the color, as opposed to, okay, so now it's the same. Whatever. Let's find another page to do the other set of tempura sticks. Let's see if they'll cover over that Sharpie that I didn't really like. Thank you. Um, this is a journal that did not turn out like I wanted it to. So I just use it to test all kinds of things. And occasionally I do get some things that I like well enough that I turn it into something. I'll show you it after I finish getting these all on here. Ooh, the white, you can't see what I just did. The white shows up. So, like this page, gonna move the camera, it might get a little shaky. I wanted to be in the pink, but I'm just in the blue. So the background turned out, so then I put a focal point on top. And this is my Christmas page. And I was just wiping off, using up excess paint. And then I had these butterflies from the Dollar Tree and used those, and Tim Holtz new stencils that have letters. And I got this postcard. Didn't want to waste it because I thought it was cute. But maybe the yellow will cover over that because I don't really like those. Nope. The technique that created this journal was just to use up sprays and scribble with some Sharpies, and the scribbles with the Sharpies ruined it for me, but it was too late. They were down there and there wasn't anything you could do about it. So I play in this journal trying to make it better. If I have scraps of things left over, I stick them in here, and hopefully at some point I won't be so unhappy about it. I like this one for sure. And the blue page, I like it for sure. And this one, I was just using up Simon Hurley's paste. I was using the rest of it. This one could turn into something. I'm already half happy with it. So that's about it for me today, because this really was just supposed to be a test of whether or not I can go live. And so now I'm going to have to find a time. These were 2 journal pages, and I just stuck them in here that I made outside the book. So I want to thank you for joining me. And as always, I leave you in the hands of the Creator. Bye.